What happens when a Coldplay concert, a Kiss Cam, and a secret relationship collide under the stadium lights at the Coldplay concert? Well, your karma comes back and the internet also explodes. So today in this video, we are going to dive deep into this event which happened in last 2 weeks back. We all know, we all have seen that on internet, why it happened. We are going to decode some of the reasons in palmistry, that what are the palm signs and astrology signs which lead into an extramarital affair. What are the signs in your hand which can indicate extramarital affair in your life and could be caught. And we will also discuss how to save a marriage from divorce. What are the remedies, what are the to-do things which you can do to save a marriage. So if you are exploring the stars behind the stories, hit the like button please, subscribe to the channel, and also trust me, because you don't want to miss the cosmos that has a lot to say about your affairs and attractions. In this video, we are going to discuss about the top 7 signs in your palmistry that if you have these signs, like 7 signs, it indicate an extramarital affair to happen and can possibly get caught, or you could see some sort of felony from the partner side. So in this video, if you have like 2 signs, you are still okay. Like I'm going to discuss 7 signs, but you have like 2 signs, you're good. Anything about 4 signs, then it is not good. So out of this seven palm signs which are going to tell you, if you have 4 or more than 4, then it will definitely indicate a marriage issue in your life. So you have to be careful. 1 or 2 sign, it's okay, no problem. 1, 2, 3 sign is okay, but 4 or more than 4 is. And if you have like 7 out of 7 signs, then you are the next Andy Bryan or the Christian Cabot, and will be caught somewhere on the earth doing your business. Firstly, I want to discuss that, the palm lines and the marriage, specifically the extramarital affair, the marriage, problems in marriage, it's somewhere karmic. I have done one video in the past about the relationships, and in which I have discussed already that marriages are very, very karmic. You cheat your partner, you will get it back from the karma in this life itself, on this planet itself. In many cases, there are chances that you are going to see some of the karmic things, like you're doing felony to others. The life is going to do felony to you many a times, and this point is not yet discovered or discussed in online or YouTube, that marriage, when a person is in a relationship, marriage, person has a family, person have kids, even though having a beautiful family, kids, everything is good, you go out of the marriage, you cheat your partner, that karma, it passes to the kids also. Kids do face, because kids will learn from their parents, and somewhere the karma it sometimes goes in the family, that from every generation to generation, some things are very generational. Relationship can be generational. Sometimes we see that health related issues are also very generational. There are certain specific health issues which goes from generation to generation. Not only health, there are many curses which goes generational. There are many things, many good karmas or good things also follows. Like if you are very good in your life, you're doing good karma, believe me, it's going to get passed to the kids and their kids and next karma. That's why we say, become spiritual. Have like at least 5-10% of your spiritual path in your life. It will keep you on track. The number one thing which will keep you on track, on the karmic track of your life, is the spiritual path which you will choose, which you might have already chosen. You're watching this video, I feel from the bottom of my heart that you are very, very spiritual person. Comment below and let me know how is the spiritual path going in your life. So let's discuss the very first sign which I want to discuss. And now this, a lot of people might have this line in your hand, in your palm. The very first line is the marriage line. Okay, the marriage line. So where is the marriage line? You might have seen a couple of my videos in the past. The marriage lines are below the small pinky finger, right below the small pinky finger, on the mount of Mercury, over here on the side. As you can see in the picture on the screen, that's where the marriage lines are. Now on this place, in this part of the marriage, if you have multiple lines of marriage, like more than 3 or 4, then it indicates a serious problem or multiple relationships. Certainly 3 or 4 lines, definitely multiple relationships. Sometimes I have seen like people have 2 lines but having 1 marriage. That is absolutely okay. 2 lines, 1 marriage is okay. Maybe before a marriage there could be a small sort of a relationship, very temporary relationship, but followed by, if you have a deep line on the marriage part, like a deep line, darker line, as you can see on the screen, then definitely marriage is good. But if you have like 3 to 4 lines, it indicates multiple relationship also. It could also indicate multiple marriages, multiple divorces, and there could be an extramarital affair. Okay. Quick question: which hand do you see? Are you looking at your right hand or your left hand? You should always and always look at your active hand, your dominating hand, your karmic hand, which means that you write with your right hand. Look at right hand. You do your major businesses, you're eating with your right hand, you sign with your right hand. Look at your right hand. Okay, focus more on, like 60 to 70% focus more on your right hand, your karmic hand. Okay, one more thing which I wanted to discuss on this marriage lines below the small pinky finger is that if you have like a one line, okay, if you just have like one marriage line but it is disturbed with some sort of horizontal lines cutting the marriage line, as you can see on the screen, some sort of horizontal lines, or if that one marriage line is going and having some sort of split over there, then it can also indicate problems in marriage. If the marriage line is smooth and there is no cross cutting on the marriage line over here, one beautiful line, smooth line, it indicates good marriage, good relationship. However, if the line is going and if there are like multiple cross cuttings or the splits happening or one line overlapping the other line, sort of, one marriage line going, other line coming from here, other line coming from here, it's a mocktail. It's going to be very, very difficult marriage. Okay, so that was the first indication of an marriage, disturbed marriage, or an extramarital thing. The second indication is the mind line, the head line. So as you can see on the screen, this is the headline. If the headline goes more towards the mount of moon, this is the indication that your mind is not very stable and it can go towards creative. You are like very creative, but you're over romantic. Your romance doesn't stop with one partner. You can even find you can be very jolly, very romantic with some other partners too. Very, very creative people also have this line, the headline, going towards the mount of moon. If it is going towards the mount of moon and it sort of splits there, that is one of the indication that your mind is splitting towards different partners. Your mind is splitting in different areas of the romance of your relationship side. So having a curvy marriage line, a curvy headline, as you can see, this is the curved headline. It is not bad. It is good. It is good for career paths, for for many emotional, for many spiritual things. It is good. But what I'm saying is, if there is disturbance on this curvy headline getting split or cut by other lines, then that could be one of the reason of an extra over. And moon in astrology is connected somewhere with romance. When you see a full moon, like imagine you're going for a late evening walk and you look at the full moon, cool breeze going around. How do you feel? You feel so romantic. You feel suddenly good. Even if you have like the most stressful day of your life, late evening walk under a full moon day, you will feel like so calm, so relaxed and so romantic. Suddenly very creative also. You feel like just looking at the moon and just staying calm. So moon in astrology is connected with romance. Moon is a planet, the Chandra Graha, moon planet, have 27 lunar mentions, which is the 27 nakshatras. And as per the Vedic mythology, those 27 nakshatras are the 27 wife of the planet Moon. So mythologically also Moon have like 27 wife. And imagine your headline going towards the moon. I'm not saying you will have 27 life partner, 27 husband or 27 wife, but there could be inclination. There could be inclination towards the opposite sex very, very easily. That's the mind line. Okay, that could be one of the reasons. The third sign which is coming up is, now this is getting very intense. This line I hope many of you don't have. And this is called as the North Node, the Rahu line. The planet Rahu, the most notorious, the most dangerous planet in Vedic astrology. If it is placed in a bad way in the birth chart or in your palm, it can open up scams and scandals like this. The Kiss Cam scandal in the concert, and you're suddenly exposed to the world. Suddenly, Rahu is like a planet which is like things will happen suddenly in your life. And the line is, there's a deep dark line which cuts your heart line, your head line, your lifeline, and touches the mount of Venus. Venus is the planet of romance, relationship. Rahu can bring mysteries in that, can bring scandals and scams in that. So when a relationship planet and a Cam planet meets together, this is what happens at the Coldplay concert. So you have to see in this picture which I am showing on the screen, a deep dark line of the Rahu. Alright, that's the third sign. This sign also brings a lot of stress. Of course, if your extramarital relationship is being caught, then definitely it's going to be stressful. Not only for you, but for the family, for the kids. It's like a 360-degree stress from everywhere, from the media, from, social media, and, it's going viral. You lose your job, you lose your career path, you lose your family. That's like the most important thing. It's very it's very tricky over there. Now let's discuss the fourth sign. The fourth sign is the mount of Jupiter. As you can see on the screen, we have this mount of Jupiter. And if the mount of Jupiter is weak, which means it's less bulged up, if it is very flat, it goes down or very flat, that is the indication of a weak Jupiter in your life, in your birth chart. When the Jupiter is strong, when, below the index finger, as you can see, below the index finger, you have this mount of Jupiter. So if the mount of Jupiter, you can look like this, and you see if it is up, it is good. If it is down and very flat, it is weak. And a weaker Jupiter mount can indicate certain stress in marriage and relationship. Now the fifth sign is the mount of Sun, which is below your ring finger, right? The ring finger where the engagement rings going in, the marriage rings going in the ring finger. Why in the ring finger? Because ring finger is connected with the heart. Sun energies are connected with the heart. Okay. So on the mount of Sun, if the mount of Sun is also debilitated, if the mount of Sun goes down deep, inside like a valley impact, as you can see on the screen, it is one of the indication that you can get some sort of defame or felony in relationship. There could be a lot of there could be a divorce, but the divorce thing will be a very dramatic divorce, going through courts, going through alimony, money, lot of, financial things going around. And if you have like a one big vertical line below the ring finger and it is cut by other lines, as you can see on the screen, that is also one of the reason of the defame or getting problem in relationship. Such people always have danger from extramarital affair. So next time you're thinking of getting attracted to someone or getting inclined to someone, look at your palm, look at your active palm, and see if your sun line is being cut by other lines, like one big vertical line cut by other horizontal lines. That is going to give you a problem. The sixth sign is, I hope so far you don't have any signs, or maybe just one sign is okay, but not all the signs. Sixth sign is the mount of Venus. So mount of Venus is below the thumb. As you can see below on the screen, the mount of Venus, if you have lot of vertical lines, it is good, very good relationship, good money, good finances in your life. But along with the vertical lines, you also have some horizontal lines and some crisscross lines over there that could indicate a weak Venus, the planet of romance, relationship, getting weak. So somewhere there could be some sort of like Venus is connected with intimacy, emotional relationship, physical relationship with the partner, mental relationship. On every, level, Venus gets weak over there, and that could be one reason of, if you're not getting that sort of happiness from the partner, you will look into, going outside the relationship and try to get. That's what the I think that's the main reason of an extramarital affair. Why would a person go beyond a relationship and find another relationship? Why? Could be conflicts, could be communication skills, could be intimacy issues, could be non-spiritual or spiritual issues, or on, over and above of this could be karmic reasons. Last sign, the seventh sign which I'm showing, is the mount of Moon. Again, Moon is very important. On the mount of Moon, if you see lot of excess happening, lot of crisscross happening, deep excess, that could indicate an extramarital affair in a person's life. So these were all the 7 signs. I hope you don't have much. If you have 2 or 3, it's okay. If you have 4 or more than 4, then it is not okay. Comment below and let me know which signs are you having in your palm. Now let's start discussing about what is astrology says. Like in a birth chart, what does it say? A weaker marriage is always the 6th, 8th and 12th house. Okay, and are you going through like a rough patch in your marriage and you can't find your way out? Are unending fights and arguments infesting your marital life? Please don't worry, I got you covered in this segment of the discussion. See, marriage is a karmic journey filled with all kinds of challenges, hardships, learning, growth, and many, many lessons we take away from relationship. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not easy for many of us. And with the ancient guidance of the Vedic astrology, a sincere commitment to change, couples can overcome the toughest part of their life. They can overcome this divorce related thing, at least make their relationship better. So going through all the, the Vedic astrology books, you would find that divorce is a word that doesn't have a direct or exact translation in Vedic astrology or in Hindu traditions in general, and there's very important reason behind it. If your marriage is facing challenges and you're feeling like your relationship is just at the verge of falling apart, slipping away from your fingers, then don't lose hope. All right, astrology can certainly help you. Certain tips, certain remedies which are very important if you that have stood the test of time, and I'm here to share those to guide you through these difficult emotional times, very challenging times. Okay, so what can be done to improve? Let's find out. The ancient astrological practices can help you to understand and even heal your marital bond. Okay, so let's discuss that. I'm going to also discuss about what are the common astrological signs in the birth chart, some of the remedies to strengthen your bonds. Third is some powerful mantra chanting. Fourth is to the practical steps to rebuild your relationship. The first part is that, common astrological signs in your birth chart. If the planets is in 6th, 8th, 12th house, in Navamsha also D9, the planet of the chart of your marriage, as you can see on the screen, this is a birth chart. 6th, 8th, 12th house is going to create a lot of problems in the marriage. Such people may not have marriage or may find very difficult energies in marriage. Specifically the 6th house. 6th house is connected with no marriage. 8th house is big fights and conflicts in the marriage, and the 12th house is your own mistake. You would do some mistake in your birth, in your life, which would create relationship conflicts in your life. Yeah, because yes, sometimes it is all in the stars and in the planets and in the nakshatras, and not necessary in your compatibility with your partner. Sometimes it's stars, it's karmic. Yeah, let's just begin with what are sort of remedies which could really help you to make it better. The very first thing is in your life is you can keep positive crystals like rose quartz. Rose quartz have the energies to really balance and maintain your relationship. So keep rose quartz in your bedroom or in your living space, or you can wear like a rose quartz pendant or a bracelet that will help you to recover the emotionality. Rose quartz is somewhere connected with the planet sun's energy. It opens up the heart chakra. So that's the number one thing. Second is start donation. When you donate food, when you donate clothes, be it like used clothes or new clothes, when you donate stationery items, it gives a sense of gratitude. You feel so satisfied by helping others. So start helping others. That really helps you in balancing your energies. It's all about energy. Like if you maintain your energy, then you will be fantastic. Third is that you should chant mantra. Look at your birth chart. In your birth chart, which is that one planet which is causing issues in relationships. See, astrology is all about 9 planets, 12 zodiac signs, 12 houses, and 27 nakshatras. Okay, it's a permutation and combination which decides which is your strong planet, which is your weak planet. So you have to identify, or you have to consult an astrologer to identify which is the weak planet and what mantra, what day, what week you can do to balance, to make a energy cycle, a positive energy cycle in your life, so that the marriage journey can get much better for you. Marriage is like a sacred journey, and it's not something one can just give up, and it shouldn't be given up very easily. You have to work towards it. These days we see a small conflict and people just want to part away. You have to think in such a way that, oh, that's very temporary. Give time. Sometimes silence is also a very good remedy. Sometimes giving space to each other is also a very good remedy. So you have to maintain all these things in your life. All right, so in my years of practice as a Vedic astrologer, I have seen many couples be able to regain that happiness and strength in their relationship by combining the spiritual remedies with the emotional effort. And this is like a combo that is proven not to fail, no matter how stressful or how emotional draining the rough patch in your relationship be. And one such couple I worked with was on the verge of separation and divorce, but through regular mantra chanting, some of the good crystals to keep, and conscious efforts to rebuild trust, they not only saved their marriage but also emerged a stronger ever marriage and saved the family. So what do you think? Which step can actually work for a better marriage? What's your thought on the palm lines? Comment below and let me know your thoughts. Or if nothing will work in your relationship, then it is karmic. If nothing is working, it's karmic. Remember, your stars and your planets can show us the way, but it's our action and intention that will always shape the destiny. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this video insightful, please do like, share with someone who is at the verge of going to Coldplay concert. Just kidding. Follow for more insights on astrology, remedies, spiritual guidance on this channel. Until next time, stay positive, stay blessed, and take care of your relationships. I'll see you next time.